the assessment is one thing, and there's a lot of efforts going into the assessment piece for a lot of organisations. And I've openly said that that's the easy part. As hard as that part is to get, depending on how people are doing it, whole of organisation consultation or survey or whatever that may be, that in theory is the easy part. It's the what we do with that on the back of it. And that becomes even more complex when you talk about an organisation that has such a variety of roles and hazards and the way that they play out. So I think this is where we can't get past things like consultation and valuing the ability to go and speak with people about, okay, so we recognise that this might be the hazard, but what does that actually mean? And on top of that, what do we do? What are some of the solutions that you think would actually help with this? And this is where I think conversations even around things like work overload, often, you go in and talk with organisations and everyone acknowledges work overload is an issue. We need more FTE. And, that's not always an agreeable answer. It's not realistic. We're not going to get that. So in lieu of additional FTE, what are the resources? And is it actually that people don't have enough clarity? Is it actually that people aren't managing the switch off or having enough breaks in their day to feel replenished and therefore move on to the next? So I think the ability to get to that granular, what's the root cause issues, what's the root cause factors, and realistically, what are the practical strategies we can implement here? We can't do that in the absence of actually hearing from people and doing that next bit, which is a whole nother piece of work. And then obviously seeing the controls through and making sure that they're working, etc. So yeah, I do think as much as the conversation has progressed and this whole idea of psych risk assessment has become much more ingrained and people are getting it, I think the looking ahead and what does that actually mean, what do we do with this is we're not quite there yet.